Good evening and welcome to the Business Day. I'm Anthony Lug. The Bank of Jamaica is maintaining the policy interest rate at 5.75% per annum, citing a stable inflation outlook despite ongoing global uncertainties. In a statement issued following the meetings of its Monetary Policy Committee (MPC), the central bank said its current monetary stance remains appropriate to ensure inflation stays within the 4 to 6% target range over the next 2 years. The decision was taken against the backdrop of uncertainty in global trade policy, potential shifts in interest rates among major developed economies, and renewed geopolitical tensions, all of which could push inflation risk to the upside. Despite these risks, the BOJ expects inflation to stay within its target range over the next 8 quarters. Members of the Jamaican diaspora are expressing mounting frustration over what they describe as persistent challenges in opening bank accounts in Jamaica. This comes despite what they say is their strong desire to invest in the Jamaican economy.
We do not think the same as somebody born and raised in Jamaica who has now stayed in Jamaica. We expect things to run a little bit smoother. So right now, I am the most frustrated person in my company because we founded a vehicle last November in Jamaica. I need to open bank accounts. And I've now gotten rid of the first 2 companies we're talking to open the accounts, and I've gone on to the third one. Because of some of the things they were asking for don't make any sense. You're a startup. Why would you need audited financials? It's a startup. We have so many stories about that, and we have to solve those problems. It's not that we're foreign-minded. We expect Jamaica to be globally competitive. Unfortunately, what I've learned is that Jamaicans only care about being fast at one thing, and it's sprinting. We don't care about being fast in business.
Opposition spokesperson on trade Anthony Hilton issued a response.
I'm acutely aware of the issues because it affects what I mean, but I'm satisfied that the discussion has started in earnest among ourselves in the opposition, and that we are determined to find some solution.
Now, according to reports from the Bank of Jamaica, remittance from the diaspora exceeds $2 billion annually. But beyond this bureaucratic hurdle, representative from the Pan-African Leadership Institute, Cordell Graham, says overall point-to-point customer service in Jamaica is the major roadblock.
Sometimes opportunities come, the grant calls will ask for, can we call a few customers, and persons are not even able to provide that because of the track record and the history of poor customer service. We need to understand that we're in it for the long haul as well. It's not a hustling game. And it's easy to say that, but as an entrepreneur just starting out, there's some amount of hustle required, but we have to learn to balance that with a long-term vision. And one of the things I mentioned earlier is that we need to go digital. We have to be able to position our operations, our SOPs in a way that we can grow and scale.
They were speaking at the Realign conference held recently. The JSE Select Index advanced by 4,616 points, while the Junior Market Index increased by 60 points. The winners include Knutsford Express Services, 138 Student Living Jamaica Variable Preference Shares, Mayberry Group, AS Bryden & Sons Holdings US Shares, and Trans-Jamaican Highway US dollar shares. The losers were led by MPC Caribbean Clean Energy US dollar shares, First Rock Real Estate Investments US dollar shares, MFS Capital Partners, JFP Limited, and CAC 2000 Limited, 19 stocks traded firm. And foreign exchange trading ended with banks and cambios selling the US dollar for an average $160.36. The Canadian dollar is being sold for $119.37. The pound is going for $218.99, while the euro is selling for an average $191.82. And that's the Business Day. I'm Anthony Lug. News from overseas right after the break.